With the midterms just days away, Latino voters remain a crucial voting bloc, particularly in Texas. Morning Joe reporter Daniela Pierre Bravo traveled to the Rio Grande Valley to get a first-hand look.
Voters in the Rio Grande Valley, a region that spans over 4 counties in southern Texas, have long voted solidly Democratic. That may be changing soon. With the upcoming midterms, the GOP wants to turn the mostly Hispanic area red, and there are new signs that it may be working.
I've been staunchly Democrat all of my life. It hasn't been until recent that I've been undecided. I started voting Republican here at the local level.
Iris is a longtime resident here in McAllen, Texas.
You had never voted for a Republican in your life. Yes. What do you make of that?
I think it's just people are tired of the same old, the same status quo. If we keep voting the same people in, nothing's changing.
The Democratic Party is faring well with Latinos at the national level, but in the Rio Grande Valley, the numbers tell a different story. And although President Biden has pushed back against calls from some Democrats to defund the police, that message hasn't been clear enough for these voters.
Defund the police definitely does not resonate with me. I do believe in law and order. As much as I do want prison reform to happen.
Ramiro Garza is the mayor of Edinburg, Texas.
And it shows you some of the disconnect sometimes between what both parties talk about on a national level that may work in an area of the country, but it doesn't work down here. And it's part of the reason why perhaps locally there was a shift from supporting Democrats that maybe shifted and vote on the GOP side.
Eddie Aldrete is the owner of Strategy Partners, a public affairs consulting agency. He's a longtime political consultant in and around Texas.
Here you have a heavy presence of Border Patrol, ICE, Homeland Security investigations, ATF, DEA, as well as local police and county sheriffs. And so many sons and daughters are in those agencies and representing and working there. And so the defund the police argument here doesn't quite translate as much as it does in other parts of the country.
Aldrete points to Republican Maya Flores' victory in a special election earlier this year as an indicator of the GOP making inroads with Latino voters.
For years in this country, people have often said, I hate Congress, but I love my congressman. And I think she has built up that sort of one-on-one rapport as she talks to people and as she knocks on doors and as she visits communities.
Last year, the RNC opened a Hispanic community center here in McAllen, one of the few new community centers that have popped up in and around the Rio Grande Valley.
We need to have a permanent presence in each of these many communities where we want to be competitive.
A presence that may give Republicans an edge here on key races. Chris is a coffee shop owner here in McAllen, and although a registered Democrat, he says his vote shouldn't be taken for granted.
So you could be swayed depending on who's on the ballot.
You never know. Maybe I could. It depends on what they have to offer on the table. It's not a matter of party loyalty anymore. And with Trump's candidacy to presidency, a lot of people really reevaluate what they believed in. Very sensitive subjects like abortion or gay rights. That's where the true colors come out.
That was Morning Joe reporter Daniela Pierre Bravo.